Hello everybody, it's Caitlin here with Sprinkled Clean Soapery. Today I am making an all-natural cold process soap. It is going to be a blend of patchouli, amyris, and peppermint. And then my additives are mulberry silk, citric acid, sage powder, and indigo powder. And a little bit of kaolin clay to anchor the essential oils. And I'm going to strain this because there are a few little chunky bits. I'm going to strain it through part of my strainer that's not covered in dry lye already. Okay, so this is called the heat transfer method, and it's where you take your hot lye solution and you melt down your hard oils and butters. In that lye solution, I had my mulberry silk dissolved. It is specific to mulberry trees. It's silkworms that they make silk, and they only feed off of mulberry trees. So that's what mulberry silk is. And citric acid helps be an anchor to like heavy metals and whatnot in your water. So it helps prevent soap scum and a lot of cleaners, like shower cleaners and bathroom cleaners for hard water and lime scale buildup and all of that. Actually, one of the main ingredients is citric acid. So that's pretty cool. In this container, these are my soft oils, which means that they are liquid at room temperature, which room temperature would be basically what you would have the inside of your house be kind of in like the 68 to 72. And then in this container, I have a little bit of water with my dissolved citric acid. You could put the citric acid in the water before you add your lye, but I just wanted to make sure that this was completely separated from my lye for a little minute. So I'm just going to go in here, burp out my stick blender, and blend that all up. Just to incorporate that water, because water and oil don't mix. So this will at least blend them together before they separate for a little bit, before I add it to the rest of the soap. And I did have to use my stick blender to chop up the larger chunks of mango butter that were in this bowl. And you can still see a little bit of stuff in there, and I stick blended too much, I think. Whoops. So let's get this show on the road, right? Okay. And I think I'm just going to hand stir this for a second to incorporate everything together. And then I'm going to add my essential oils. It is a blend of patchouli, amyris, and peppermint. I did just a patchouli and I said, I want to add something to it. So I added the amyris, and then I wasn't happy with just that. I wanted something else to kind of balance it out. So I added a little bit of peppermint. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit of peppermint goes a long way. So I think I did a little bit too much peppermint for what I wanted, but it is going to smell very good. And then in this little silicone cupcake container here, I have my essential oils in my kaolin clay. So I'm just stirring it to get the kaolin clay unstuck from the bottom. And I don't know how these all play in cold process soap together, like combined. So I guess we'll see. If it gets crazy, then I will just pour it into the mold. No harm in that. In this container, I'm going to pour a little bit of soap there's that chunk in there, good. And I will do I don't know. I'm in this main one, I'm going to do some sage powder. Not a lot, just a little bit, maybe like a teaspoon. So just a teaspoon of sage. I'm going to be doing some indigo root powder. So I'm not sure exactly how much I want to do. Did almost all of it. This is hot, this soap. So this might turn blue, it might just be gray. I don't know yet. Last time I used this, I did an infusion in olive oil and then used that olive oil in my batch. So it did come out a really nice, pretty blue. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the indigo. I tap the coffee filter. And I think it will be more of a gray in the final bar, which is fine. I don't feel like trying to deal with that indigo powder. It's like all exploded in a plastic bag, so I really don't want to be touching it. You know what? I do kind of want more indigo. Let me grab more. It's very messy. This may or may not make it blue. I don't know. It could just make it a darker gray. Wow. Indigo everywhere. All right, perfect. And some of that. That's pretty. It has like little speckles. It's hard to see, but it does. All right. I'm trying to get this done quick because my sciatic nerve keeps acting up. And when I stand too long, I wreck my back. And it's starting to twinge. So, it's painful. I need to get this done. I do have a computer chair like right behind me where I could sit down if I need to. So, that's good at least. Actually, do I want to do that? Do I want to do tan on the bottom and then blue on top? Yeah. This is going to be so nice. That essential oil blend is just, it's very mild. And earthy smelling without smelling straight like dirt. That's why I added the peppermint, because it adds that bit of sweetness that patchouli lacks. Rounds out the smell a bit more, the scent. I'm gonna pour this like down, and I want it to kind of make it like a little swoop, like a drop. I don't want it to be an even layer, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to bring it closer to the soap, and that makes it not drop down as far. So if you bring your cup up higher, the drop swirl will go lower, and if you bring it to the surface of the soap, you could literally ladle it depending on how thick your soap is. That's the drop swirl that I like to do with my oatmeal milk and honey soap, because it kind of makes it look like it has like a little honey drip. I'm glad I added more indigo, and this probably will gel because it is still pretty warm. I feel like I'm heavy breathing because I am. My camera is a little further this way, so I keep setting stuff back here where my camera normally is, but I don't feel like touching my phone. Maybe just do like a little something. I kind of want it to be more of like a swoop and not so much of a swirl. So let me get, I need a spoon. Oh, my back. It's going. My back is saying sayonara. Deep breathing. Heavy breathing. Okay. All right. Let's wipe that spoon off. Get everything wiped down as much as I can. Alrighty. So, whoop. This is it. That is the soap. I will bring you guys back for the cut. Okie dokie. See you in like a second. Alrighty. Here it is, guys, and it looks like it did something a little funky in the mold. I think it got pretty warm. Oop, I almost dropped it. It's not quite blue, but it is a shade of blue, like a blue-gray. So, let's see here. I'm going to cut off the end. Oh, and that's pretty. I like the little speckles in that section. It's very mild smelling, very, very mild scent. Let me grab my paper towel. And there's kind of like that little, it's not quite a drop swirl, but like a drip, like I said. I kind of wanted it to look like it was dripping down in. And this will get brighter in time. It'll slightly change color, this indigo. So we will see. This last piece is a whole piece. And I'll just plane this one side and it'll be all good. Alrighty, I am not going to plane or bevel these for probably like a month. So this here is the final result that you will see. And they will just be slightly cleaned up before I sell them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. And I will catch you in my next video. All right, bye.